A. Thakitathom Tha, ThakitathomDhing, ThakitathomDha, ThakitathomDhing, ThakitathomDhing, ThakitathomDhin. Welcome to a new episode of Konnakol 2020, the series in which I show you something about Konnakol every day of the year. I am Carlitos from Slovenia, and today is May the 9th. Today we are continuing a Korvai series that we started yesterday. That is on episode 128. Yes, today is 129. And it is a short Korvai in Aditalam that spans 3 avartanams in Chaturashranalai, of course. That is, if every beat in Aditalam you subdivide into 4. The total length is 96 aksharas, and since we started yesterday, this is the second Korvai into the series. Tomorrow we'll finish it up. So let's bring the structure. Since all 3 Korvais in the series are related, I think it's better that if I show you the structures of both yesterday's and today's Korvai. So yesterday you see on the left side of the screen, which was 3, 4, 5, 3 gap, all that 3 times, and then a tirmanam of 5, 5, 5, 3 gap, 5, 5, 5, 3 gap, 5, 5, 5. And so in a very typical fashion, what we're doing is increasing the value of some phrases and adding them in order to balance things out in another. So the structure of today's Korvai, which is the second, is very similar, but it starts higher. So instead of being 3, 4, 5, it is 4, 5, 6. The gap of 3 remains the same, and then it continues again, 4, 5, 6, 3 gap, 4, 5, 6, 3 gap. And then, of course, what happens is that the tirmanam gets reduced. So instead of being 3 trios of 5, what we have is 3 trios of 4. So in that way, the values balanced each other out, and it continues to be of the same length. Something very interesting, and is the first time that we see this kind of extension in this video series, is how do we reach the values for 4, 5, and 6? Because we had a 4 and 5 yesterday, right? But this is not how we are playing this. So yesterday's number 3 was performed as Tha-kitathom. And what we're doing today is taking that phrase, Tha-kitathom, and extending it. Not as we have done in the past, which is prefixing it with some other syllable before. So what we're doing instead is taking the first syllable, which is ta, and extending it, making it last 2 beats instead of 1, and leaving the end of the 3 phrase intact. So we go from Tha-kitathom to Tha-kitathom. You see the difference? Okay, and that is how we are performing the 5 and the 6. So we take the phrase for 4 yesterday, which was Tha-kitathom, and then to get the 5 of today, we extend the first, giving us Tha-kitathom. The same thing, the 5 of yesterday, which was ThakitathomDhi, becomes ThakitathomDhi. So we see it's the same phrase, we're just taking the first ta, conveniently, or the phrase starts with ta, and we just make it last 2 beats. As I said, the gap for 3 remains unchanged, and the tirmanam, that is 4, 4, 4, 3 times that trio of 4s, we're going to perform as Tha-kitathom, Tha-kitathom, Tha-kitathom. Very simple. It is actually the way in which we performed the number 4 yesterday, but since today we're doing it in another way, as I explained, it continues to be fresh. They actually are very related phrases, but they're not the same. One last thing, as it says over here, when you see italics in my transcriptions, it means that there is a nada change. In this particular case, it means that you need to perform that twice as fast, at double speed. And that's it. Let's take a look at the transcription. And you see that I have colored all the different phrases differently, so you can see where the phrases start and end. The first phrase is red, the second phrase is orange, the third is yellow, and the tirmanam is purple, just like we did yesterday. So we are ready to recite this. So I'm going to count off a cycle of half a cycle of Aditalam, and then we'll go, of course, at the slower tempo. Taka dimi taka junu, taka dimi taka junu, ta kitathom ta, kitathom ta, DhiThakitathomDhing, ta kitathom ta, ThakitathomTha DhiThakitathomDhing, ta kitathom ta, ThakitathomTha DhiThakitathomDhing, ThakitathomTha ThakitathomThaThakitathomDhing, ThakitathomTha ThakitathomTha ThakitathomDhing, ThakitathomTha Really beautiful, nice and short Korvai that it starts to complicate things up from the previous Korvai that I showed you yesterday. And today, you guessed it, we're going to complicate it even more. That is all for today's episode. Thanks a lot for watching. You can contact me on my social networks and leave a message, comment, any requests, anything you might have. I always like receiving feedback. And of course, what really helps if you really like this series is that you share this with some musician friend in your life that is stuck in quarantine like the rest of us, and that she might like to learn Konnakol. Why not? With my most of my videos are educational. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I have been Carlitos from Slovenia, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.